What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful.com, here with a name you know, one of our best interviews of 2021. It's going to be one of our best of 2022. And actually, I think he was our first of 2021, and now one of our first of 2022. I feel like we should make this a tradition. We got Zicky Dice, who's running Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise, January 15th on Twitch. Oh, Zicky, you are a busy man.
You're not lying, Sean Ross Sapp. It's been a while. Great to see you. I'm happy to be back here. I can't believe one of the top download. What was it? Top 20?
Yeah, top
Outlandish
20.
Zicky Dice last year. Yeah, we're gonna beat that this year. We're gonna beat that starting right here, right now. I'm dropping some hot news. Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise live on my Twitch, and I'm giving away for free on Saturday, January 15th, 2022.
You gonna bury anybody today? That worked well last time.
Am I gonna bury anybody today? It's always a burial ground when Zicky Dice is around. You know that.
I love it.
You know that we're shooting craps.
I love it, man. I love the idea of you doing a show, especially in conjunction with Twitch. I've loved these theme shows from all kinds of people. I mean, we've seen them from like Joey Janela and the like, but man, this fight card as it is right now, maybe run that down because I'm taking a look at it, but things can change quickly. But you got like Thunder Rosa on this show. Like it's loaded, man.
We are jam-packed. We're starting the show off hot with Darian Bankston. If you're not familiar with Darian, this is a huge opportunity for Darian Bankston and a good way to prove himself as he faces Chris Bay, who also joins the match, Trey McGill and Myron Reed. We're starting off with a hot, we call it the quadruple cataclysmic clash. A nice four-way to start Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise.
So explain to me how this came about, because you've had a great partnership with Twitch for quite a while, obviously, and this is very cool. I mean, Twitch is a gigantic platform, and it's worked out well for you.
This has been my baby. This has been my idea. And I think I might have mentioned this before, but if it wasn't for Thunder Rosa, I got to take my fanny pack off to her once again. She reached out to me a while back and she was like, listen, you need to focus on one platform, whether that's your Instagram, a YouTube, a Twitter, put all your energy into one. And I was like, okay, all right. And it was that very next day that Twitch approached me and they said, hey, we're trying out this program. We're bringing on some wrestlers. We'll start you off with a partnership and let's see what you can do. I said, I don't play video games. And they said, perfect. How creative can you get? Let's see, it's been about a year and a half since that conversation. We had a front page stream on Twitch, averaging anywhere from 20,000 to 50,000 live viewers every Wednesday for a while. I hosted a game show that they had called Hive Mind. I was making great connections with other creators on the platform, and every single meeting I would have in between, I would pitch them this idea, and it would fall on, we'll think about it. It's not the right time. And come this August, I finally made the pitch, and they said, yeah, we'll do it. And you know what sold them, Sean Ross Sapp?
What's that?
Cable television is soon to be obsolete. I can see into the future. And what I saw is I see fans hopping the barricade. All these fans want to get into all of our business. So why not bring the people interactive professional wrestling? If you want to be a part of it, that's what I'm doing. It's not my wrestling show. This is yours. And I'm giving it to you for free at twitch.tv/Zicky Dice. And what does that mean exactly? That means the chat has the opportunity to get involved in these matches individually and actually control what happens in these matches in real time.
So how exactly will that work? I mean, that's fascinating to me. And that's one of the benefits you mentioned about the platform. It's so interactive and you get real-time feedback, all that stuff. And that's in general. But integrated into a wrestling show, that's unreal.
So the vision, it's a pilot, right? If all goes well, there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot of learning curves that happens. And this show hasn't earned the respect that it deserves just yet, but we're going to change that next week, Sean Ross Sapp, because it's about time that things are all about me. It's about time that my name are popping up on all these dirty sheets again. And it's about time that I start turning heads like Zicky loves to do. And we're doing that at my Paradise. And with the interaction where we can take their predictions on who's going to win the match, or something that I came up with this. I'm doing a Hey Brother Battle Royal. I posted a tweet, and all the people that replied with the eyes, I chose a good amount of people, 20 of them, to actually come and be a part of the show and hopefully win themselves a big opportunity.
I almost
replied.
You
should have. You would have had a great chance. You should have seen some of these replies.
That's always.
But what's going to happen?
So I know you're going to get the same. You get the same kind of stuff now that I get when I say, "Hey, look, we're hiring," and you get the eyeball emojis, or you get the hand raise.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of my best friends that I'm not even putting on the show. No disrespect, right? But I want people that can put asses in seats. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring you something hot that's in a small capacity building, small and intimate, just the way I like it. And with the Hey Brother Battle Royal, I'm just going to introduce it right here. Something I call the sack or save. The chat is going to have the opportunity, if someone gets eliminated from the match, to get them either back in the match or sent home packing.
That's fantastic. I like that. I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty rad. And the card in general, like as it appears right now in ZickyDice.com, Rich Swann versus Enzo, Effie versus Dalton Castle, Taya versus Thunder Rosa. That is something, if you tuned into like a top promotion pay-per-view, you would expect to see a card like this, which I think is really rad.
Oh no, Sean. Oh no. I'm just getting word from my brain that it's time to bury somebody.
Who are you burying? God,
this is you run down the card and it popped in my mind. And Zicky Dice is not one of those promoters who needs to throw his own show to book himself to get himself over, because Zicky's already over, baby. But I was blatantly disrespected as of late, and it seems like I've been blocked and on multiple platforms by this person, and I've had enough. So I've made it public because Evil Uno disrespected me publicly on his Twitch, and he then blocked me from his Twitch. He blocked me on Twitter, and all I'm asking for is an apology, Evil Uno. You were disrespectful in public, so come and apologize in public. I don't want to fight. I'm not going to wrestle you at my own show, and hell, I don't even care what your rate is because I'm not going to pay it. Just come and talk to me. We can bring you in a live feed. Our production is top notch, Sean Ross Sapp. We can bring you in a live feed. Come on, stop hiding behind the mask and just apologize. That's all I'm asking. And I haven't heard from him since. Literally blocked on every platform. I got his buddies sliding into my DMs asking if I really don't like him, and the answer is yes. I don't like Evil Uno.
He follows me on Twitter. Should I drop a message and say, "What's your beef with Zicky"?
You should bring him in live right now. Can we do that?
I wish. I'd have to go through AEW PR.
I would love to do that.
I'd have to go through AEW PR. It's a whole mess, man. It's a whole mess. Speaking of, you've got Thunder Rosa on the show. You've got Dalton Castle on the show, who just finished up with ROH. Rich Swann of Impact. You've got people from MLW there. How do you work in conjunction with these? Or are these people just kind of operating on their own? Because I mean, we see it more so these days, but I mean, it's not every day you see someone from each one of these companies appearing on your show, and you're an Impact Wrestling star.
You're right. What I was taught, Sean Ross Sapp, was conjunction, junction, what's your function? And we're functioning, baby, right here at Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise. I'm bringing you the hottest stars, and I like to shoot big. And then, like I said, I'm not going to charge you for this. I'm giving it to you for free. And it was tough. It was tough to make this show happen. Very, very tough, but we've got it down. And I'm hoping that everyone tunes in and just sits back and relax and enjoy themselves. And if you want, get involved. Hop in the chat.
So there's so much going on with Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise, but there's a lot going on with you in general. You landed a deal with Impact. Tell me how that came about.
Well, it came out of nowhere. Right before that, MLW had made an offer like the week before. I was kind of just in this waiting period, just going to keep pushing and see what happened. And it was that next week that I had gotten an email from Scott D'Amore, and we sat and talked, and then we met in person and we talked in person. And I just felt that with where I was in my career, that was the right choice at the time. And I got to say, I'm very happy with the choice that I've made. With Impact, I can still show up at AAA. I can go to New Japan. I can go to NWA. I can go to AEW if I like. The door is open, if you will. And I'm looking to really, really turn things up a bit. And if you've seen Zicky in the past, expect it when you least expect it, because it's coming, baby.
So it's funny you mentioned that, and I definitely want to talk about Impact some more. I heard that you were backstage at an NWA show recently, which which
Where
surprised.
did you hear that from, Sean Ross Sapp? You got to check your sources, because I'm going to tell you this. They're right. I was. Yes, I was backstage at the NWA. Okay. Yes, I was, Sean.
So, I mean, based on an interview last year, it surprised me a little bit. Pleasantly surprised me, though.
Hey, it surprised me a little bit too. How was it? Well, I have a show to promote. I was out there passing out some flyers, and I said, you know what? Let me go and stop in and say hello. And I got to say, it was a great time. It was good to see some old friends. Shook some hands, gave some hugs, and I was out of there, Sean Ross Sapp.
That's good to hear.
Little hit and run. Yeah,
so it seems like everything there is fine. Like, I mean, I get the feeling
everything's great. Billy wants to start a band with Zicky and stuff. And I said, we can talk about that. And, maybe a few music videos down the way. Everything's great. I did hit the catering. Food was a little stale, but it was great, Sean. It was a great time. Right before the holidays, Merry Zickmas to you. Hey, happy New Year. I'm out of there.
So it's like, I had the feeling it went well, because if it didn't, I feel like I would have heard about it even sooner.
Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised this just came up right now. I'm surprised.
Well, I wanted to save it for on camera, obviously, but you also
Outlandish.
You also did some spots with AEW, which made me very happy to see. You got murdered by Lance Archer. That existed.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, they told me my match was going to be later on. I was helping myself to the Nightmare Bar there in the hallway, and I was, pouring up a little something before the match and got loose. I thought I had a few hours to kill. Next thing you know, I'm getting pulled by my curls and thrown out, and the pyro's almost burning my gooch hair on fire. And that's all I really remember from there. How's Lance doing after the match? He's doing all right.
Yeah, I think he's well. I mean, since then he's had a little mishap, but clearly the lasting effects of facing you, it wore down on him like 6 months later, and wasn't able to get all the moonsault. And
it's a time delay.
It's a time delay, but it's you softened him up for a lot of people.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
So I mean,
I had a great time at AEW, man. It was awesome to be there. And they've got a great crew. Behind the scenes, and everyone's just so kind and so polite, and the whole vibe there was incredible. And I was very, very grateful to be there. It's I always get these little goals in my career, right? Little by little. And it's cool to finally cross those off my list and see where you stand. So man, back to the drawing board, and time to whoop some ass. And like I said, doesn't mean I won't show up there again, Sean.
Sure. I think that's fascinating about your deal, that you'd be allowed to do that as well. So was it Sean Dean or QT or Christopher Daniels that brought you in there? Like, I know there's any number of people that contact you to bring people in for that.
It was Sean Dean who had brought me in. I had went and checked out a Nightmare Factory student show. I was at one of them live. I went to stop by and hang out. A few days later, like Sean Dean hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you want to come through?" And I said, "Let's do it." Wore a suit in Jacksonville in June, and I didn't take that sucker off, baby. Take that sucker off. Yeah.
Oh,
woo.
boy.
It was hot. No, but it was a great experience. And, shortly after that, that's when MLW had reached out, and then, Impact, and been working Gallows shows here, Lariato Pro, and, Scott was around there. So it just seemed like everything lined up the way it was supposed to.
Any heat with Gallows for running his territory?
I've always got heat with Gallows. Text me back, Gallows. Are you watching this? Text me back, dude.
So you mentioned MLW. You worked the Battle Riot this year. What was that like, and even the process of being there? Because I mean, that is a huge match.
Brother, their production is great, and wrestling in that building alone. I mean, come on. And I was very honored. When they had reached out to me to be a part of it. And I'll be honest with you, I was a surprise entrant. I wasn't announced or anything like that. I didn't know what the plan was. And I think I was like number 23 to come out. And, you hear the buzzer going off, and some people, the crowd's popping for some, then you hear the buzzer go off, and it's kind of quiet for a few others. I was like, oh shoot, I don't know how they're going to react here. Right. They haven't seen me in a little bit. It's been a minute, and my contract with the NWA expired, had showed up at dark, but where had they really seen me other than that, and the buzzer went off and my music hit, and woo, baby, you should bring in a clip right now. Bring in a clip of when the music hit and that building saw that Outlandish with Zicky Dice was in Philadelphia for the first time, baby. Woo! I felt it.
I
felt it. I can still feel it right here, right now.
See if Court Bauer will give us the clearance for that.
Yeah, Court.
So I mean that was obviously a positive experience for you, and it led
until I
to
got the flag over my face and waterboarded. Yeah, that was not positive
Yeah,
at all. Thanks, Davari.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you did get almost an offer out of that. So I mean, it's very clear that went well.
Yes, they also have a great team. I do like what MLW is doing, and boy, they can pack the house.
Very visually polished show. It's got great production.
Yes, and the office is very easy to talk to, and a great experience overall. A really great experience I had there. So it was a tough decision. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was thinking, I was taking it to Chicky Dice, the wife, and I'm sitting there, bouncing things off back and forth, and I'm like, should I wait? And I was back and forth in emails with Regal for a little bit, and I was just kind of sitting waiting. I was in this weird floating area, and I was hoping that I'd hear back from AEW, and I was just in this weird zone. I just had to let things play out the way they were supposed to. And, after some long, hard thought, I said, I'm going to go to Impact.
So before we get back to your show on Twitch, you've been teaming with VSK. How's that been for you?
Whoa, I guess we're supposed to be learning stuff, but I don't really learn much. I mean, I can get you in line with my old elementary school teachers and high school teachers. I don't really think I paid attention much. So, Brian, he's such a jerk, dude.
Yeah,
he's got the biggest freaking losing streak of all time. I'm supposed to learn from him, And VSK, that guy's a teacher's pay. He's a little kiss ass. He loves Brian Myers. Loves. He carries Brian Myers' action figure in his bag. I saw it when he was like changing. Just loves him. I don't get it. But it's going all right. I saw an opportunity. Like I said, I gotta get my foot in the door. So I was like, yeah, I saw this guy's looking for some students. Like, did you see the lineup? Manny Levins was all there. Give me a break. Yeah, there's no way. I knew they was gonna pick me from the start.
So Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise. What are you looking forward to just as a viewer on this show? Although I know it is hard to remove yourself from the role that you are in.
I was gonna say, I'm looking for the night to be over. That's what I'm looking for, because then all the stress, it's very tough. Promoting on top of everything that I have going on, it's been very tough to pull this together and to really bring this vision to life the way I see it in my head. And I think a lot of people are going to be shocked. And as a viewer, I think you can expect to be shocked. You can expect to feel a variety of emotions. And you can expect to get involved. And that's what we want. We're going to have the chat up on the screens. The wrestlers are going to be able to see your comments live on the screens. You're going to be able to interact. The show is free, but feel free to get your bits and your subs and your donations ready, because if those hype trains come rolling through, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. There's some things, Sean, that I want to tell you so bad on this interview. I really want to give you scoops, but I can't. There's just so much interaction coming. The chat will have control of the show is all I can say.
My God.
And Evil Uno, stop ducking me.
Why do you think Evil Uno is ducking you? Sorry, it was difficult for me to get that sentence out.
What pissed me off in the beginning is he calls himself the king of Twitch. I watch these guys' streams. They're big yawn fish, Sean. I am the best wrestler on Twitch, and all of you watching can't deny it. You can't deny it. And it's the envy. They hate me because they hate me, Sean Ross Sapp. And I want an apology. I want a live apology. And Evil Uno, we can play some of those little nerdy games you like to play, or we can watch your Saturday morning cartoons. The dude watches cartoons on Saturday mornings on his Twitch.
Man, do you think you'll get that? Do you think
you'll get that?
Do you think you'll get that apology?
No, I don't. The dude hides behind a mask. Okay.
True.
The dude hides behind a mask. Of course, I don't think I'm going to get the apology, but you know what? I'm going to get under his skin. I had fans messaging me saying, I think you're being a cyber bully to Evil Uno. Do you think I'm being a cyber bully? Well, then good. You disrespected me live on Twitch and in a public forum, and I want you to apologize in the public eye. It's that simple. If not, maybe I'll hit up Sean Ross. Sean Ross. Maybe I'll hit up Sean Dean again and be like, hey, can I just show up? Or maybe I'll buy tickets to the next show and just hop the barricade.
I think I could book you for AEW. I think
I think you could too. I definitely think you could too.
Maybe. Sean Dean was on a recent Fightful show, so shout out to him for that.
The captain. Shout out to the captain.
He's great. Just beat MJF. Incredible. So my God, man, there's so much going on. But Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise, January 15th on Twitch. Zicky, I'm gonna save some more because we're gonna talk again. I know you're going to be doing another one of these this year, so I'm going to save some for later this year. Zicky, thank you so much.
Thank you, Sean Ross Sapp, and Fightful.com. Stay outlandish.
Guys, we'll have coverage of Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise, but you know what? You don't have to worry about coverage. You can just watch the damn thing. It's free on Twitch. For free on Twitch. We'll embed it in our little page or something like that.
Hey, feel free to do a watch along. Feel free to live. I see you guys got a Twitch channel. Have your guys throw it up. Do a side cast with it. Throw it up. Get the word out. Everyone watch the show. It's free. Guys, don't say Zicky never gave you anything.
That's true. Until next time, guys, we're out.